Audio will go through. I think I'm going to hop on a call with Tina in order to get my audio through. Okay. Sure. Alright. Thank you, I appreciate it.
Am I good where I am, Tina?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, there's going to be no audio with it anyway when I'm done, so it'll be fine. Awesome, thank you. Alright, so as I was saying, unfortunately because of my technical issues, because one version of Shaq Fu isn't enough, here is another one. This time for the Nintendo Game Boy. Just some housekeeping like last run. I'm going to set it to easy mode. Timer is no limit. I'm going to turn the music off and set the speed to fast. Two of those are just prerequisites for the run, being the speed and the difficulty. The time and the audio are just time saves. In this case, we're going to do the Shaq Fu mode, which is the story mode, although there isn't much of a story. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to count myself in and start this. And it's pretty much the Super Nintendo version, but completely different strategies. So I'll explain as I go. I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1. So you see your familiar enemies here, the Catwoman, Kaori, and instead of throwing Shakrikens in this version, we do sweeping kicks. Or occasionally just those kicks. This game is actually slightly more responsive than the Super Nintendo version, so you don't have to worry about lag issues as much. That's why you don't use the Shakrikens. That being said, the hitbox or the health bars are a lot smaller, so you can deplete health a lot quicker, in both for yourself and for the enemies. Because it cuts out a lot of the fluff, it makes for a much shorter run. But now we'll see Prince of Persia knockoff, or, as I was pointed out to me, the Sagat stage from Street Fighter. But yeah, as I was pointing out before, this game apparently wasn't horribly popular. I don't understand it, but it makes the cartridge itself for this quite rare. And it can fetch upwards, I believe, like $50 to $60 US, which is crazy when you consider that, you know, complete in-box versions of the Super Nintendo one are like $10. So unfortunately, I'm getting a little bit of bad luck with him. If he feels like it, he can just sit on the other side of the course and kind of troll me with his lightning bolts, because he's a Raiden knockoff. He's kind of like the crossbred child of Raiden and Yoda. Alright. So that's about the halfway point of the run here. And as you can see, it's a completely different strategy from Super Nintendo. This boss does still retain her screen covering attack, but it's a lot less frequent in this version. And you can kind of easily get her trapped in a corner like that for a quick kill. So she's not as much of a problem in this version as I find she can be in the Super Nintendo version. But yeah, you saw right there, that was her screen covering attack. But just like that, she's down. And then we're on to the second from last boss, the same one as before, the Beast. And he's down once. And down twice. So we're at the final boss, and again, like the last time, it's the same mummy from last time, Set. He can be a little bit trolly in this. Alright. It seems like he's playing a little bit nice for me. So time is on the second round win. Alright, and that is time. And that is actually a new PB for me as well.
Well, GG, Millie.
Thank you very much. Finally breaking sub 5 on this. That gets me, I believe, right around 8th place on the leaderboard. Top 10. And here you see, in this case, he gets the nice Shaquille O'Neal Y pose victory pose. And again, he's just playing on his own team. He's on Team Shaq. And I'm sure if you could see the other side, his jersey number would still be Shaq as well. So I hope you were as enthused about this much Shaq Fu as I was. It's clearly, as Gooby said, the best game. This is fact. And this is one of the more playable versions. Like he said before, there is a Discord dedicated to all things Shaq Fu. I do recommend that if you're interested in it at all, even if it's just from the vanity of, hey, it's Shaq Fu, it's a funny game, I do recommend checking it out. I've had a blast with it. Everyone in that Discord is super helpful and super great. Beyond that, thank you very much for letting me showcase these two runs.
Alrighty, and thank you for bringing all kinds of Shaquille O'Neal to the masses.
There's not enough Shaquille O'Neal, if you ask me.
Alrighty, well, thus ends our brief, or all too brief, Shaq Fu block. Thank you, Millie and Count Gooby, for bringing those games to us. We're going to be taking a little bit of a break here before our next run. I realize I was... Where are my manners? I should introduce myself. I am Vonnie Von. I'm going to be your host for... I was your host for that run, and I will be your host for this next run coming up, which is the RPG Valkyrie's own Tina Hacks. She will be playing Agalos, running any percent. So, hello, chat. We've got some time. Let's talk. How are we all doing? Hopefully well.